Assalamu alaikum dear doctors. In this video I am discussing about burn, and these topics I have taken from MRCPCH Theory and Science book, case number 11. So burns occur at all ages, but toddlers are at highest risk and highest overall rate of burn injury due to the combination of increasing mobility, curiosity and a lack of life experience. This risk is amplified if mother skills development outpaces cognitive development. Understanding a burn injury requires an understanding of the anatomy and physiology of the skin. This has been discussed in details in chapter 9 and 10. Loss of skin through thermal injury leads to functional impairment and can result in infection, hypothermia or water loss acutely and sensory deficits or scarring in the longer term. The severity of a burn depends on burn depth, size, location and patient age, with infants and the elderly having highest mortality rates. The depth of heat injury depends on the degree of heat exposure and the depth of heat penetration. Wet heat scald travels more rapidly into tissue than dry flame heat because water conducts heat 100 times more effectively than air. In addition, skin thickness is crucial. The thinner the skin, the deeper the burn will be. It takes only quarter of the time for a child to sustain a scald compared to an adult. Contact with hot objects is the second most commonly occurring burn mechanism in small children after scalds, which are the cause in 66%. When a hot object touches the skin, the equilibrium temperature is dependent on the thermal inertia of both the object and the skin. Thermal inertia is related to the thermal conductivity, density, specific heat and the original temperature differences between the two. Cellular skin damage occurs once the temperature is greater than 49 degrees Celsius. Contact burns are usually small and to occur require the object to either be very hot, unlikely in a domestic radiator, or for contact time to be abnormally long. This might occur in child was trapped between an object and a radiator for a period of time. The normal reaction of a painful stimulus is withdrawal, which limits the contact time in most situations. So about burn, they are telling that it is most occur in toddler's age, and they are giving the thermal injury leads to functional impairment and can cause infection, hypothermia or water loss acutely and sensory deficits or scarring in the long term. The severity of burn depends on burn depth, size, location and patient age, with infants and the elderly having highest mortality rate. Depth of heat injury depends on degree of heat exposure. Wet heat, that is scald. Scald is more rapidly travel than dry flame. Water conducts heat 100 times more effectively than air. And skin thickness is crucial. The thinner the skin, the deeper the burn will be. It takes only quarter of the time for a child. Quarter of the time, remember, for a child to sustain a scald compared to an adult. So scald is more rapidly spread than dry flame. And contact with hot objects is the second most common occurring burn mechanism in small children after scalds. That means scald is number one cause of burn and the second one is the hot objects, that is 66%. And another information is cellular skin damage occurs once the temperature is greater than 49 degrees Celsius. Remember, cellular skin damage occur temperature is greater than 49 degrees Celsius. Please do subscribe and share Dr. Amma's Medicine YouTube channel. Thank you.